Hello and welcome, my potty mouth petunias. How you doing today? It's SJB here. We've got a monkey ace only chimps run we're about to pull off here. But I'll be honest with you guys, some of this stuff gets real tricky here right from the get-go. We could use Soda, but she's kind of lame. So to get started in here with a Quincy, you'll probably have to spend at least a little bit of money on surviving here. Let's see if we can beat round 8. We cannot beat round 8 without any special help. So let's get some special help in here, friend. That special help just happened to be restarting completely and hoping that Quincy can magically defend the balloons this time around. It looks like indeed he can, but watch this. Right at the beginning of level 9 here. As soon as we can, we're going to spend our $112 to buy this extra upgrade, because for sure, we cannot beat round 9 unless we spend this extra $100 and use Quincy's special ability here. Now, I've got him on first for now. We're going to see if maybe we have to do a strong maneuver or something like that. But you can see the balloons are going to eventually overwhelm us, but luckily for us, we've got that ability to keep us alive, and now we have the money for our delicious, hopefully we'll have the money for our delicious monkey ace here, 865 bucks. A little bit of a tough sell here to get started in here, but I want to show you guys the pain of some of these intermediate maps when you try to get a specific tower started kind of early on in here. It's kind of difficult. Sometimes, not always, but the good news is once we get that tower actually started up in here, things usually go pretty smooth. Even a base monkey ace is pretty gosh darn good at just kind of randomly hitting balloons. And then, believe it or not, as we get a few more monkey aces up in here, that randomness that sort of plagues us for so long will eventually start to fade away. When you have so much randomness that you cannot dodge the randomness, it becomes less random and more unrandom. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys at all, but let me explain it to you this way, all right? There's only, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but your headphone, I don't know, oh, maybe this is like an old thing. Maybe I'm too old for all these cool, young, and hip people out there, but let's see, monkey ace. Come on, snipe, daddy, snipe. All right, what are we going to do here? We're going to get a second monkey ace. We're going to pop him right about here. We're going to see if he gets lucky as well. Snipe it, snipe it. Come on! No! Darn. Anyways, 2 monkey aces seems to solve the problem here pretty easily. I don't know why I was fighting so hard, fighting against the grain like that, but we made it happen. One of the weird things about doing a monkey ace strategy is that we're going to have to rely on exploding pineapples and spy planes as our cam detection for our monkey aces, which means a lot of our cross paths that we normally would not really feel are that important, you know, spy plane, we usually just get a village, are not allowed. So we lose a lot of popping power with our lack of rapid fires and or lack of sharper darts whenever we get our big 4th and 5th tiers. Right now, it doesn't matter too much, but once we get those 4th and 5th tiers, it definitely does start to actually come into play. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off my strategy because I'm afraid of lead balloons. I'm going to go for a triple monkey ace strategy like this. I'm going to go for a bunch of exploding pineapples, and then I'm going to start to unload up into 3rd and 4th tiers. And I think the main one that I want to go for to start is I believe I want to go for one quick bottom path. I think once we get Nemesis targeting, it's going to be much less random and much more aimatization. And then I want to go for a top path after that so we can get some popping power. But don't forget that they did actually make Nemesis targeting more expensive. It's not as easy to get as it used to be, man. It actually takes some time. Anyways, going back to my randomness thing. So I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this, but have you ever noticed that if you have headphones, you know, and I say this like maybe this is an old thing. I don't know if everybody has Bluetooth nowadays. You don't need wires anymore, but I'm sure you have some sort of wire in your life, right? I mean, I use personally every single day, every day I pretty much make a video. I have one headphone that's hooked up to my speaker here. And that goes into my right ear. And then I've also got my headset, which is the thing that records the audio for you guys. Some people use like a microphone, specifically like a standalone microphone on their desk or something like that. I never like that. I just like having a headset. It makes me feel like I can move around and do whatever the heck I need to do without being like right next to the microphone like, hey guys, it's Chris here. Don't forget, Quincy will eventually get lead popping power here, but I really didn't want to spend the $2,700 to get that, so I'm relying on these pineapples here. It looks like it does pay off around 28. And if I really had to for around 30, I would not mind paying that extra $1,000, but I'm really hoping that I don't have to, and I hope we can get lucky again with these pineapples, and we can just take down all these lead balloons. Looks like it's going pretty good. One last one, and we take all the lead balloons down. Take all them balloons down. Beautiful. So from now on, lead balloons will no longer be an issue, and cam bullets will no longer be an issue, because he's got cam detection, and he's got exploding damage here. So we're going to have Nemesis starting, and now we're going to go spy plane, and now I'm feeling pretty good overall. I mean, I feel like we're in a comfortable position right now. comfortable-esque position. I should mention, though, that I may have made one minor mistake. I don't know if I'm going to end up fixing this later on in the game, but for right now, it's kind of not ideal. Well, no. It's not ideal for late game, but it's good for right now. This is probably going to turn into a Spectre. And Spectre in the front of the map is usually not a very good thing. Usually you want to put Spectre as close as you can to the back of the map because you want him to be your balloon popper. After the mobs pop into lower things, that's when the Spectre cleans up. So I would much rather have like a Sky Shredder here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I may have misplayed my positionings just a little bit here. I'm wondering if I can fix this in any way. Because I don't have Wing Monkey or anything like that, so I really don't have any ideal positionings for any of these guys. It's kind of like a random chance. I think, you know what, for now, this is what this is going to be. This is going to be my Sky Shredder location for sure. So at the very least, get this guy set up. We'll probably have an Operation North Storm before round 40 anyways. But anyways, I deal with a lot of wires, and I was always wondering, why do my wires get tangled up all the time, man? I mean, like, it's like no matter what you do, they get tangled. You can fix them every week, you can fix them every day, and they're still going to be tangled. Well, let me give you guys the answer, all right? There is actually an answer to why headphones get tangled, all right? You could go all the way up. If you really want to get deep and think about it, you can go to the second law of thermodynamics and say that everything likes to be in pure and utter chaos. So things like to go from organized to unorganized as much as possible. But I think that might be overstepping my bounds just a little bit, and I have an explanation for you guys that I think is a little bit better. All right, get ready for this. There's only really truly one way, or much less ways, for your headphones to be untangled. But there are nearly infinite ways for your headphones to be tangled. Therefore, based on random chance, you're much more likely to have a tangled set of headphones than an untangled set of headphones. So specifically, if you're like taking them out of your backpack and putting them back in the backpack or whatever a lot, or something like that, these can end up being kind of weird, right? So anyways, I think I am going to do a change here. I think I would have much rather have this guy be a third-tier middle path, but it's too late for that now. Now all we can do is adapt and change our ways a little bit. So I don't know if I want to go all the way over here in this corner, but this is probably the best position for him. This is where we're going to do it. We're going to put the Spectre over here. We're going to leave him on figure 8, and we're going to go for a... I think I do want the camo detection on him. I'll have to think about this, but I think I do want the cam detection on him. So we're going to go for a quick spy plane, and we're going to go for the bottom path, and we're going to save up this Spectre. $25,000. We're going to see if we can afford all this before things get too cray-cray up in here. And that was always intriguing to me to think about things like that, because it really like opened my eyes. I don't know, I don't even remember where this came from, but I remember hearing somebody else say this to me, and it just blew my mind. I don't know why, but it always stuck with me that that can be thought about for a lot of different things in life as well. If you're ever wondering why are things not going right for you right now, well, there's only a few ways that things can go really, really well, and you have to plan and organize and get things ready and have everything just kind of line up and do really, really well. But if you're wondering, why is my life sucking right now? Well, there's infinite ways that your life could suck. All right? There really are. There's like so many bad things that could happen that are... And a lot of it's not even necessarily in your control, too. So it's like all of that combined together, man. It's just... Oh, my God. Is this guy in center path right now? Oh. You gotta be kidding me. See, look at this! Garbage! Look at all these things that can go wrong in my life, and there's only one way that it can go right. And we screwed it up, and now I have to restart, and that's upsetting. But at least now I get to undo my mistakes that I've made before. Well, lucky for me, things went reasonably smooth up until this point, and I was able to get my monkeys to be in a much better position overall. And look at this, man. Around 49, no longer an issue. We got it all set up, and we have less monkey aces. It's all because this bomber ace is actually doing his job this time around. Cleaning up a lot of the random balloons, letting this guy do some of the mob popping power and some other random balloon popping power. And of course, this guy is my official cleanup tower, at least for now. Eventually, though, he's going to be a Spectre, and that means that he will be a full-on balloon popper and actually a pretty good mob popper, too. Don't underestimate him, man. He's actually not bad against mobs. He got some weird, like, buff-nerf combo action going on, just changed in some way. Seems like he's a much more overall effective tower. Ooh, in the late game. Yes, all right. We're getting tight here, man. When you save up $23,000 early on like this, you expect things to not exactly go your way every single time. But I'm trying to rush through this one a little bit. Not for any specific reason or anything like that, just because I kind of feel like rushing through it. I feel reasonably confident, I suppose. And here it is! Spectre is up. So the only issue with Spectre being kind of far away is that you do have the chance to miss. Specifically, if there's a fast pink balloon kind of sneaking through over here or something like that, you have the chance to miss. But I felt like on this map in particular, it probably won't be too bad, because at the very least, even if I start to miss, it's going to do like a weird loop-de-loop thing, and it'll just like randomly get hit by something somewhere. So I don't think it's actually going to be a big problem for us. I don't think we're going to be wasting a ton of pop power by doing that. And we should note that we cannot target when we have a Spectre like this. He is just going to attack the first balloon. So there are chances that he might miss just a little bit in kind of a line here, but he's getting right in the way of getting things popped this way. And of course, along all the craters, I think he's going to be in a good position overall. And I know I'm arguing my point on this quite a bit, but it seems weird to put a Spectre all the way in the corner over here when you've got two other good Monkey Aces right here. You put him next to Quincy and everything. It feels weird, right? But it just makes sense to me. All right, so the next big tower we got to go for, I believe, is probably our Spectre. Or excuse me, our Sky Shredder. $43,200. We're only a little less than 30k away, which honestly doesn't feel too big to climb. I think we're going to get it by before round 80, and by that point, I think things are just going to go our way. The only issue is going to be late game. Dealing with the DDTs in particular are going to be a pain. I think we're going to have to rely a lot on our Sky Shredder to hopefully do some of the damage, and then rely on Ground Zeroes and Zarbombas to do the final actual kill here. Now, one of the saddest things about this entire thing here is possibly going to be the bad balloon itself. None of my towers are going to be absurdly good against the bad balloon, and I might have to rely on using a lot of my abilities on round 99 and 98, so I might not even have them back up and ready to go at the beginning of round 100, which I need to try to plan to the best of my ability to have as many of those available. And again, I'm thinking late game right now because Monkey Aces are really good mid game. Once you get a Spectre, I don't know if you can lose before round 80 if you've got like some other support, like a hero or some other tower or something like that. He's just really freaking good, especially on a map like this, especially with this epically amazing positioning, I might add. Oh yeah, I'm rubbing my nips a little bit right now about this exciting news we've got here. All right, guys, I had a wonderful day today. I was feeling super lazy, man. I don't know if you guys ever have that happen to you where you're just feeling like you're down and out. And you just want to sit on the couch and eat Cheetos all day, right? And then you're like, oh, man, I feel terrible because I just sat on the couch and ate Cheetos all day. And you want to get up and do something, but you're like, but I feel so terrible now because I ate all those Cheetos. Let me just watch more TV, I guess, and just wallow in my sadness. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Usually I'm not a Cheetos guy, though. More of a Cheez-Its guy. Tabasco Cheez-Its were very addicting when I was eating those. Oh, my God, they were so delicious. But anyways, they made me feel like terrible. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Today, I decided I'm not completely shedding a new leaf or anything like that, but I had to do something about this, right? I had to do something about it. So I decided I was to take my dogs on a super duper long walk. And luckily, Luna wasn't a jerk today. Sometimes she's a big fat jerk about going on long walks. And it's not even that she doesn't want to go on the walks. She's just confused. I don't know how else to put it. She's special. All right? She loves going on walks, but she, like, sometimes dipsy doodles and just takes me on, like, and she kind of leads the way in most situations. And sometimes she refuses to walk. It's very weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the, like, I will not move kind of situation from a golden retriever, but she does that to me quite a bit. So I've tricked her now. Or I've taken advantage of the situation, and I've realized that if I just cross the street, she lets me go the same that I was planning on going. Otherwise, she's just full-on stops. So, like, specifically when we're leaving the house, we get to decide which way we're going to go, left or right. And usually whenever I'm with Amanda, we go to the right. And she's totally fine with it. Everything is good and everything is dandy in the world. But when Amanda's not with us, if I want to go to the right, she usually kind of fights it a little bit. Like, sometimes she'll agree and be like, ah, fine, whatever, we'll go that way. But a lot of times she's like, no, Chris, we're going this way, to the left. And if she goes to the left, she randomly wants to just, like, dipsy-doodle around our neighborhood. And, you know, she takes me on, like, a 3-block, 4-block walk. And I'm like, no, Luna, that's not what we're doing today. We are going on a full-on walk. Get used to it, bro. You need to get healthy. I need to get healthy. We need to get some energy out of us. So we're going on the long walk today. So sometimes I learned to just cross the street. And here we go. Sky Shredder, by the way. I'll finish talking about Sky Shredder and why he's so amazing soon. But for now, just know, frickin' Sky Shredder, bro. Frickin' Sky Shredder. So I've learned that if I cross the street, she's just like kind of okay with it. She just goes along with it. So if I remember, like, if she's ever getting stuck where she doesn't want to go a specific way, I'll cross the street but still go the same way. It doesn't matter. It somehow just fixes the issue. So I've been crossing the street, and what I've been doing is I've just been crossing the street kind of randomly in different places, and that confuses the crap out of her. And we just go on these really long walks now, and it's amazing. Because for, oh my god, I realize I am a terrible person. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess what I have? 8 of these on my desk right now. 8 of them. And 1, 2, I think 4 of them are pretty full. 4 of them are about half full, or if not a little less. And some of them are so old, because that's at least like 8 days of water, they're getting a little cloudy over here. You guys figured it out yet? It's water glasses. Yeah, I have 8 water glasses on my desk right now. That's pretty bad. It's like really bad. But anyways, so I took her on I took them both on like a really long walk, about 3 miles or so. It was sunny and nice out. I kind of had to go on one before the last hurrah before we get cold and chilly and wintry and life starts to suck even more than it sucks already. And then I decided, you know what? It's so freaking nice out. I'm gonna go on a bike ride. I haven't been on a bike ride in a couple weeks, and I decided to finally go on it. So I'm proud of myself. All right. I don't know if you guys care, but I'm proud of myself, and life was good today. Life was good today. Went inside and ate some lunch, and felt really tired, and now I'm making a video instead of sleeping, taking a nap or whatever. So here we go. We are in the current, people hate that I call this free play, I guess, but we're going 83 to 100. We're in the change of action of the game here, where we've got super ceramics and super Moabs and everything. And so far, things are going unbelievably smooth, my friends. Like, check this out, dude. This is so good. So good. Even against oh my gods, man. They got nothing on Sky Shredder really is rocking things so far. He's the main man. Now, we are going to try to save up for Zarbomba, and this might seem like a little bit of a lame thing to show off sometimes, but any round really could be an issue. There's no guarantees any which way of it. The only thing that's actually scaring me a little bit is I think round 90, I believe the Sky Shredder can take down round 90 without too many issues. If I have to, I think round 0 will probably be enough to take down the residual DDT lives or whatever. But I will not be affording a Zarbomba by that point. And DDTs beyond that could also be a very big issue, because Spectre does not pop DDTs at all. 0 DDT damage until the balloons pop out of them. That means I'm really relying on the Sky Shredder here, who's only got 300,000 pops. Get rid of my 400,000 for my Spectre. And my surprising 41,000 for this guy. Here we go. Round 90. Sky Shredder. Oh my god. Shredding the sky over here. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I love you right now. I love you. There are ways that we can micro a little bit further if things get a little wild. For example, every once in a while, if you're like you're like, oh, he's starting to go the wrong way here. Let me flip him back and have him go back towards the balloons. You can't keep doing it back and forth, but you know, once here and there could actually make a reasonable difference, specifically on like bad balloons or DDTs or something like that. Don't forget, Quincy is also almost level 20, and he does actually have a decent amount of pop and power here. It's not absurd, but it's a decent amount. All right, here we go. Zarbomba is up. Zarbomba is going to allow us to do more random bomb damage with our bombs over here, on top of the fact that having a Zarbomba explode is just straight up delicious. All right, we take that thing down. Nice. I guess the main thing that's awesome about the Sky Shredder is, in my opinion, just the amount of darts that comes out. It's actually not even the Moab missiles that actually affect him that much. It's the amount of darts. He's just got so many darts that he actually helps out in popping all these things. But he's also got that lead popping power with those darts, which is obviously really important here. All right, so we're gonna just use this Zarbomba ability. We should get it back for around 95 when we need it. Just wanted to clean up some balloons, stun them a little bit. Yeah, it's not gonna be right away on round 95, but it should be in time for sure. By the time we'd actually need, which is like the middle of round 95, we do not need to pop the first DDT with our Zarbomba. All right, let's see how we're gonna do. Sky Shredder gonna hang on for a long time here, hopefully. He's hanging. He's not able to hang on for that long. And we're gonna Zarbomba that crap. We kill a lot of DDTs, but there's still some left. We're gonna buy another Monkey Ace here. We're gonna put him on Figure Infinite, and we're gonna go for a middle path for another ground zero here. $20,000, that was not a cheap tower, but I think it's still our best option to overall pop the balloons. The other thing that I can do is I think what might help is I think I'm really going to go 1 ground 0 here. I think I'm going to start spamming a bunch of top path monkey aces. Just not like crazy or anything like that, but just like a decent amount of them, you know? All right, here we go. A lot of balloons popping out here. Spectre's really got to do his work here. Spectre is cleaning them up. 96, not a problem. All right, let's do it. Let's start spamming these guys. So I don't really care exactly where I put them, but I'm going to go for just fighter planes. I'm not even going to go up to 4th tiers. I think 4th tiers have been buffed in a way that now they're actually much better than a 3rd tier alone. But spamming 3rd tiers is not bad. And I used to be able to spam 3rd tiers and have them be much more effective than getting a 4th tier, which is just goofy as crap, specifically because you get a MOAB missile, right? And you got to spend another like 3 grand to get the 4th tier up here, man. It's like, how is it worth it? All right, so we're going to go for a regular ground 0 here. And we're going to go for Quincy's ability, number 1. And we're going to see if that's just going to be enough here. This is no Zarbomba being used at all. So far, things are going reasonably smooth. All right, arrows might have to pop out here soon. All right, arrows are going to pop out. Oh, crap. All right, I feel like I mistimed this just completely. I think I needed a Zarbomba way earlier. Yeah, we're... I don't know if I should take the chances here, friends. Should we? Hey, it's still going. I mean, we're still surviving. Sky Shredder's still doing a pretty good job. And looks like, wow, 98 taken down. We used 3 abilities, but we saved the Zarbomba. We're going to go fighter plane. We're going to go fighter plane. Fighter plane. And we're going to just Zarbomba this stuff. I am not taking a chance here on that action. That was just too ridiculous. And we're going to hope that this is going to be enough for us. More fighter planes. We're going to use our abilities as soon as we get them. Quincy ability right from the get-go. We're going to ground 0. And it looks like we're getting a lot of damage on this bad balloon here. We still have to pop DDTs that pop out here, though. We're hoping that the Zarbomba is going to clean those guys up. Looking pretty good for it. We got 2 abilities ready to go as soon as this bad pops. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. 4 abilities ready to go as soon as this bad pops. And here we go. We're going to go for this ground 0 first. Go for our arrows second. And clean these guys up with our Zarbomba. And we get an Insta-Monkey Mortar again. All right. They really want you to use mortars on moon landing, I guess. And there it is. A Sky Shredder. Surprisingly. 951,000 pops. By far our best tower here. I should maybe not by far. Let's see. The Spectre's got 654. Okay, that's not bad. But it really was a team effort, man. Everybody did a good job. Everybody pulled some swang here. Even Quincy, 150k pops. Not bad, my friend. Surprisingly, though, late game, I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. I don't know if we're going to do all that much with this. So, it's just got to die. It's time. Life is over at this point. But if you guys want to press the like button for me, that'd be fantastic. If you guys want to subscribe, that'd be even more fantastic. And, of course, have a super-duper delicious day.